Welcome to the Made in Ely podcast, where we talk to local businesses about where they are, what they're doing and how they're doing it, recorded here at Ely Work Collective. This week's guest is Anthe from Papa's Locas. Afternoon, Anthe, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Right, so we're going to kick off first of all. For people that don't know Papa's Locas, what do you do? Tell us about.
So Papa's Locas is a food truck, a mobile catering unit. It only operates as a mobile catering unit. We don't have a permanent location. We do authentic Canadian poutine and lots of other things. So yeah,
So that's great. So to someone who doesn't know what poutine is, what would be your education there to someone who's never had it before?
Yeah. So poutine is a dish that originated in the 1950s in Quebec, Canada. There's lots of stories and lots of fights about where it originated from and who invented it first. It's a big thing in Canada. It's I usually describe it to customers. It's as popular up there as fish and chips is here. You get poutine in all sorts of places. So it's basically a dish of crispy chips, specialist cheese, cheddar cheese curds. They need to be cheese curds, fresh cheese curds that are squeaky, and a Canadian-style gravy, which is a little bit runnier than we might be used to here in the UK.
So not like our thick Sunday roast gravy that we're used to over here.
Well, everyone makes their own gravy, you know. Every poutinerie is specializing in something different. So yeah.
Brilliant. So how did you guys, where did the idea of Papa's Locas come, and why did you choose poutine as your kind of food of choice?
Yeah. So before Papa's Locas, we used to have a Greek street food van because we're both Greeks.
Okay.
And even though we liked it and it was wildly popular, it kind of restricted us as to what we could do with the food because everyone expected the same thing and you couldn't really play around with the recipes. You couldn't... they were expecting to have gyros, basically. Yeah. So we wanted to do something a little bit more creative, a little bit more playful. And we thought instead of focusing on a national cuisine, we might take the base of the fries and then play around with them. And then the idea of poutine came when we traveled to the States. And we had a nice 2-day trip to Canada. I had no idea what poutine was up until that minute. I had no idea it existed. And we landed there and I was gobsmacked. I think that's the whole thing, the only thing we ate for our entire stay.
Lived on poutine.
Yeah, entirely.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's cold in Canada. You need the fat.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So and when we came back to the UK, I was like, how come no one makes this properly? So at the same time, the idea of the fries van was playing in our minds, and we thought we'd combine the two. So we searched and searched for someone who makes cheese the way it's supposed to be made. Yeah. And we finally found someone, I think, a few months into the business. The business was already running as Loaded Fries when we found the cheesemaker. So once we were able to source the right cheese, we launched poutine on the menu.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And how have you found kind of the British market with poutine being quite a niche and specialist product compared to other food trucks around?
Yeah, it's been quite a journey because people think just because it's cheese and gravy, it's something quite cheap, quite easy to make or quite cheap to source. However, it's not exactly like that because you need... I won't go into the boring details, but you need a specific type of fry that can hold the gravy without getting too soggy and without decomposing under the hot gravy. You need the cheese curds that need to have the right level of saltiness, squeakiness, the texture, the flavor, and then you need the gravy that needs to have the right consistency. It's a dish of balance and texture. It's not impressive as in, it doesn't consist of 10 ingredients, but you need to get them right.
It's kind of simplicity, but in a very kind of strict, precise way.
Yeah, and then it also gives you the basis to play around because Canadians themselves load it up with all sorts of things, which is exactly what we wanted to do from the first place, to take all the foods that we like from the different cuisines around the world and actually make them interesting toppings on poutine, not topics. And that's what we did.
Okay. Gosh, it's making me really hungry.
I know. I was
really
thinking
sorry.
exactly the same thing. No, just thinking that. So, in terms of taking that from the menu side, and what would you say is kind of the best seller at the moment?
I think at the moment is our poutine with our fried chicken.
Ooh,
That's
That does sound
that's
me
tops.
very
hungry.
special. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes me very, very hungry.
yeah.
And what would you say? I guess that same kind of vein. What makes yours special? What's the if someone what sets yours apart from kind of any other?
Any other poutine truck?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, there aren't many.
Well,
I think we are about 4 or 5 trucks in the UK.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
The cheese curds are notoriously hard to find.
Yeah.
And I think it's a product that needs a lot of educating to be done from the traders' side towards the public. So yeah, what sets us apart, I suppose, is the fact that we try to do it properly.
Yeah.
I don't know how the others do it though. Like I haven't really tried anybody else's because we're so dispersed around the country.
Yeah, exactly. But you just know how you do the quality that you do yours.
Yeah. We've got a lot of confidence in our product because we've had a lot of people saying, quote, this is the best poutine they've had this side of the pond. So to me, that's the ultimate compliment.
I was going to say, that's a very good accolade there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, fantastic. And what would you say is like the most unexpected customer favourites from your kind of menu that you have at the moment?
Unexpected customer favorites. I would say it's they try to take our sides because we do a lot of fried chicken on the van as well. That's our kind of second axis. Nick, my partner, creates all his own sauces and all of that. So I think people try to mix and match. So they take a poutine and they take a side and they mix it all up, and suddenly that becomes a dish.
Wow. Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah,
There's
because why
probably some
not?
Canadians thinking this is sacrilege or something.
Yeah.
I mean, the public tells you what they want to eat, right?
Yeah.
So you need to listen to the feedback.
Yeah, and with that, how have you found kind of maintaining your menu through the seasons? Do you find you have to kind of add and take away products often, or do you have a fairly set menu that you use throughout the seasons?
Yeah, we are struggling to keep the menu short and concise, not because people want different things, but because we can't really restrain ourselves, I think. We've got way too many ideas. If you go to our website, you'll see we've had about 20 specials done. There was a time that we wanted to do a different special every month.
Oh my God.
And that's how we started, because we had so many ideas and we want to put them on a plate, So now I think that for the last couple of years, we're very consciously trying to keep the best sellers on the menu and only introduce new things when we can't resist it. I think that's the only, the only drawback into having a very, imaginative mind, I suppose.
And have you found with events, like particular events you're doing, you might have a special for that specific event if you're doing like a Christmas market or something like that?
We did one at Anglesey Abbey Winter Lights a few years ago where we did our first Christmas special and it was hugely popular. And then we did another special for the British Street Food Awards last week. Yeah.
So we'll touch on that one shortly, I
Yeah,
think.
Absolutely.
So sometimes, yes, we do, is it?
Yeah.
Before we go a bit further on, I want to take us way back. So actually, in terms of like when you had the whole idea, the concept from kind of that starting point, how did you get from that to where you are today? So in terms of like that idea to concept, I suppose, to actually the food truck.
Well, as I said, we did have the Greek food truck before, so we were pretty familiar with what it takes and what steps you need to take in order to build a food truck. So it played on our minds for quite a while. Yeah. We always wanted to do like a kind of loaded fries, something fries-based van. Yeah. Because we always thought like fries was an afterthought for most of the vans. It's just a side dish. No, they don't get enough attention, I suppose, or they are... the loaded fries you get are usually just one of the same.
Yeah. And like you say, the sogginess as well. That's always my biggest bugbear.
Yeah.
With loaded fries. I love them personally. I'm a big advocate for loaded fries. But they always go a bit too...
At least you've been lucky enough to have warm sauces so they
Yeah.
can get soggy. Because most of the time it's just your generic ketchup, mayo and mustard, right?
Yeah.
Which is not what we wanted. We're big foodies ourselves. So we are big into flavor and... suppose it's a Greek background as well. So we knew what it took to create the food truck, and I suppose it took us a few months to come up with a name and all of that. And we ended up with Papa's Locas. That's quite funny because my husband's name, Nick's, his last name is Greek, obviously, Papa Christodoulou, so it's quite a huge one. So in the kitchens, people call him Papas because it's easy. So he's Papas. And Loca is basically, have you seen our logo? It's a border collie. That's our collie. That's blue. And our, border collies are crazy, so they're Locos. And also Papa's Locas turns out to be dirty fries in Spanish. So it was all a happy coincidence. So we tied it all together.
That's amazing.
Well, was it meant to be? Did we make it happen? I don't know, but it happened.
I'm a big believer in the second.
And what were kind of the early challenges you felt when you kind of established a brand before with the Greek fan? When you moved over to this, did you find any unique challenges that you didn't have first time round?
We found quite a few unique challenges. First and foremost, with regard to the menu.
Okay.
As I said, people thought fries was like an afterthought, a side dish. We wanted to build a main meal around them. And we changed the menu quite a few times because we started off, for example, with like stewed meats on top and freshly prepared veggies and all of that. But people were not really getting the idea. So we ended up switching a few bits, trying things and seeing what goes better than anything else. And that's how we got to our current menu. So I think and then with poutine, obviously, needing to explain why poutine is and why it costs what it costs is a thing. But we believe in our product and we believe in our craft, and there's people believing in us. So we're here 5 years later. So I suppose that's fine. And another unique challenge is to that van. I think it's the fact that I think we created the van at a time when a lot of food vans were getting created in the general Cambridgeshire area. There's a lot of offer, and the locations are finite.
Yeah.
And how have you found over the last 5 years you've been doing this, how the kind of the landscape for food trucks in and around Cambridge and Cambridgeshire has changed? I know that we're certainly seeing more and more appearing as we go to events and things like that.
And there's many disappearing, unfortunately. So I think the landscape is changing a little bit. It becomes more and more difficult to get locations to pitch up if you don't have a permanent location already, or if you don't have a certain contract whereby you could pitch at a specific location like more frequently. But also, I think the thing is, we also have a general trend into more specialized cuisines. So the niche trucks like ours have become a lot more, which I think is great for diversity and like for showcasing different cuisines and different aspects of the street food scene. But also it has been increasingly difficult because bigger trucks are coming in. There's lots of movement. There's trucks coming in from London, for example, or from neighboring counties. And obviously that's why you're mobile, so you can move. But sometimes I think it's a bit of a shame that more opportunities are not given to local people. Sometimes. By the same thought, we wouldn't be given opportunities elsewhere. So I don't really know. I mean, it's all, relative, I suppose.
No, definitely.
And have you found as part of that like a bit of a sort of a local community within the food trucks or with other folks you've seen at sort of different like Ely or some of the other markets that you go to?
Do you mean with the other food trucks?
Yes, yeah.
That's one of the other things that if you've spoken to other people that have a food truck, it's quite isolating as work. And it's hard to speak to other people unless you do an event together. And usually if the event is good enough, you don't have time to speak to other people, right? So it all, I think, comes down to building a network where you can share experiences, you can share tips, You can share locations, you can, help each other, build each other. And we've actually tried to do that. Through the years, we've built quite a few friendships through, the food truck scene, and a lot more people that we get to know from different areas, not just Cambridge or Cambridgeshire in general. And we've been trying to build a network of traders who can share their experiences and help each other, and by founding the Cambridge Food Truck Collective.
Ah, okay. Well, so what is that for people that don't know?
So the Cambridge Food Truck Collective is basically a group of traders, informal for the time being, and we have come together to basically share our concerns, our top tips, share our locations, and try to promote a little bit more transparency in pitch allocation, a little bit more fair trading, to advocate for diversity in the food truck scene so we don't see the same trucks at every event.
Yeah.
And try to, keep the street food scene open to as many food trucks as possible.
I think that's great.
And have you found the kind of the uptake from that from the other food trucks in the area as being quite good and quite a positive response? In the way that it can be seen as competitive and things like that? Or do you find that the community itself is quite tight knit and therefore everyone helps each other?
I think it might be seen as competitive because at the end of the day, we're all businesses. We're trying to make a living. But from the other traders, I think the numbers speak for themselves. We launched the collective in July 2025 with 4 trucks, and we're now over 30.
Wow.
So to me, that says that there is a need for communication. There is a need for sharing of experiences, of thoughts, of support. And to be fair, we've accomplished so much. I think that may be the topic for another
Absolutely.
episode. But we don't feel isolated anymore.
Yeah.
At least, the ones who participate.
And that's it, isn't it? 'Cause I guess a lot of people you see, if you don't go to food trucks very often and you see them at big events, like, we saw you guys at the cathedral a couple of weeks back for the food and drink festival, and then you see kind of 8 or 10 or 15 trucks all lined up, and you assume, oh, it's great fun, they're chatting to each other and all this stuff, but they forget those those midweek nights where you're working outside, your pitches in Cambridge and things like that, where it's literally just your truck on their own and you don't get to talk to other people other than the customers. It can be quite a lonely business in that respect. So I guess it's great that you've got something where people can talk.
It is, because also it puts you in a silo. You don't know if you're struggling. You don't know if you're the only one who's struggling or if anyone else is struggling. And it kind of puts things into perspective. Or when, for example, like they approach you for a pitch opportunity, you don't know if that's a good opportunity, if that's a good event. It's quite hard without having other people to talk to make judgments on whether that is the right fit for you or not, for example. And we're very happy to have initiated this because I think it was lacking in the scene.
Yeah, because I guess that was good. One of our questions around kind of the how do you find a pitch and how do you choose where you pitch up, and I guess a lot of that probably started off as trial and error. You get approached by a pub or you find one yourself, and then you could do a few weeks, and if it's not very good, you then I guess move on to the next one, I suppose. So
I think at the beginning you go everywhere.
Yeah.
I think even us for the first 2 years, even though we did have some established relationships from the Greek street food van, we didn't approach the people we already know. We approached them with no pressure, as any new food truck would do. And then obviously we get lots of refusals. But then again, you go everywhere you can get because you need to get your brand out there. You need to get your food to people and you need to start building that awareness. After a while, once you have kind of established yourself a little bit, you can be more selective. Papa's Locas at the moment is at the stage where we get to be selective about where we pitch up. So we select festivals that we have built good relationships with. And we generally prioritize organizers who value us, appreciate the value we bring to their event. And that way we can both benefit from our presence there.
Cool. So just kind of taking a bit of a gear change here, going back to kind of food trucks as a business kind of things. What does a typical week or day look like for Papa's Locas and the operational side of things there?
Oh, funny. So we'll assume that it's not a bank holiday Monday with madness attached to it. So a week would be, Monday would be, if it's not a Deruma day, our other truck. So it would be rest day, a Monday. Tuesday would be, we would get a delivery and we would start prepping for the week. And we usually work from Wednesday to Saturday, sometimes a Sunday in the summer. So every day would be something like prep in the morning, go out on the truck in the evening, and then wash up during the night. So it's non-stop, really.
I was going to say, how do you find time in between those bits to kind of unwind and rest? And, and also, how do you find time to make plans for all the other things you've got going on? That's the impressive bit.
I think you don't find time. We discuss other projects at the time when we are on the van. Basically, there's no switch off. When you want to create, when you love creating things, and you've got so many things that you want to get out to people, you just don't stop. I suppose we go on holiday, and that's all we talk about. We are very boring.
That sounds very familiar.
I was going to say, suddenly I don't feel so bad. James and I are exactly the same with here.
Yeah.
With the Work Collective, when we're here, we're obviously doing work on everything, doing that, and then in the evenings it's, I've had a thought about this. What do you think about this? Same. The weekend we go for a lovely drink to try and relax.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about an idea of doing something. It's just
because
like
the best ideas will come to you when you're relaxed and you don't have any immediate pressure on the job, right?
100%.
So if you don't get it out there now to bounce it off the other person, then it will disappear.
Yeah. And how do you find working together? Just on that.
Very hard. I won't lie. Nick, I won't lie. I'm not... We are very different people.
Yeah.
We make it work somehow, but I think it takes compromises on both ends, to be honest. I am very organized. I'm the planner. Nick is very last minute. Nick is not, like, he's very, I suppose, spontaneous. Yeah. I want everything laid out. I want a chart on the board. I want a to-do list. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And how do you make it work? I guess, like you said, just compromise. You just have to...
I don't know. No, we do. I mean, we compromise at times. At times we clash. I mean, it's all part of the game, isn't it? Yeah. And when you're under pressure, obviously, like, at the time of service at a big festival or something, there will be maybe some, some tension. But at the end of the day, it's like we're aligned as to our goal. Yeah. We both want the best experience for the customer. Also, that's the big difference. I'm very customer focused. Nick is very operations focused as well. Yeah, because he's the main chef, so he knows if my crazy ideas will work. But to the same effect, like, he has crazy ideas sometimes, which makes no sense from a customer side. So
Yeah, you kind of balance each other out then from that side too.
We try to find. Sometimes we will. Let the other have a free pass for that and see what happens.
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, I was like...
And then we can basically blame them for the rest of their lives. I mean, that's the game.
And obviously, the food truck industry is a very intense, like you were saying, there's very little downtime. You don't have much to do. What do you love about it, though? What makes you want to get up every day and do it? What's kind of the thing that really drives that passion?
Yeah. For me personally, I think it's the fact that we go places and we meet people who otherwise we wouldn't meet. We've connected with people who we would never meet in our regular lives, let's say. And we go to events that I would never get out of the house to go to, even though I would have liked it, because I'm just a person who loves being at home. Nick, on the other hand, I think he loves doing something that is completely his. And he has full control of the menu, of the whole, culinary concept. And I also enjoy very, very much the branding building behind it. So I think it just gives us an outlet. Yeah.
And it's great that you both have the same passion, but two very different passions that kind of come together and make it work. I think that's brilliant. But on the other side, what are the things you don't like about it? Kind of what are the headaches? What are the things that you wish didn't happen?
Because I'm a person that I value stability a lot, this is a very movable environment. So a pitch that works this year will not work next year, or it will not be there next year, or it's a pub and they've done their own, they're doing their own food now. So suddenly you're losing something that you build so much. That saddens me deeply because I think I invest a lot emotionally in the places where we go to. We try to build like long-standing relationships, good relationships, and like actual genuine relationships, not just transactions with the places where we pitch up. So that saddens me, and I find it quite hard to manage. I think what Nick struggles with is the downtime during like Christmas and January, February, that time of year when it's not very busy. Every year we say we're going to close down for this couple of months. Every year a couple of bookings come in because he can't just stay still. And I get it, because if you thrive on pressure, then it's very hard to suddenly, have a 2-month downtime and then start producing again at the same pace.
It's hard to kind of kickstart yourself, isn't it? After that, I was going to ask you, what do you do in those kind of quieter months? But obviously, clearly, you keep going. So,
well, we every year we're getting better at trying to close more days. So this year we managed to close 5 weeks. We only did 4 pop-ups in those 5 weeks.
So
but that's closed. So technically closed.
This year I'm taking him to Canada. He can't pop up anywhere in Cambridge if he's in Canada. So that's my plan.
And that can be technically a work trip, though. So,
it's not technically. It's substantially R&D.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Oh no, that's amazing. So also you touched on it a little bit earlier on about another truck that you have.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
So Deruma. Deruma Ramen is our second food truck. We launched it. We did a soft launch in November 2025. We launched it in February this year. It's basically a little cute horse box that we do ramen, Japanese ramen in, and Japanese fried chicken.
Oh, wow.
These are our specialties for now. There's more things coming from Deruma, especially now in the summer months. Nick has got lots of plans when it comes to the menu. So Deruma also evolved from the fact that Nick had a lot of experience in Japanese cuisine. He used to work as a chef and head trainer at Bone Daddy's ramen bars in London before we moved to Cambridge. So he has a lot of knowledge, and we've got, because of his work there, we are big fans of ramen. So we have lots of opinions about what good ramen should look like and taste like. So we created our own again, because there was nothing like it. Same with poutine, same with a Greek van. We try to find something that we can't find anywhere else. And it's so hard to do a ramen truck, a ramen mobile catering unit. That's a whole new level. But Deruma is different. Deruma also is a bit of an experiment for us. We are operating it on a different business model. Even though it is a mobile catering unit, it does not do takeaway, for example. We thought that would compromise the textures and the flavors, and we don't want to risk that. So we're only doing dine-in, and we do very specific pop-ups, very limited pop-ups, because it's just due to the prep that it needs, the sourcing of the materials, the preparation, and the time it takes to prepare for one pop-up. We can't really devote more time to it now with the size that Papa's Locas has taken as well.
Yeah, how do you find managing those two projects kind of side by side at the moment?
Honestly, I have regretted building Deruma and launching it. I think every week we pop up, especially the first couple of months, where it was such a big deal, like to get everything, making sure you don't forget anything. Everything needs to be, prepped. There's so many ingredients. It's so easy to miss one.
Yeah, and it's such a contrast from poutine, where you say you've got 3 key ingredients, then you can kind of add what you want on top of that. Yeah, we were lucky enough, obviously, you invited us down to when Deruma opened in
soft launch.
The soft launch back in February, and it was absolutely delicious. But again, like there's a lot more complexity goes into the creation of that.
Because also ramen is a kind of a misunderstood concept, because you think either very complicated, intricate ramen that you get in ramen bars, or you think of ramen like your instant noodles that you get from the supermarket, which is like nothing.
Yeah.
We wanted to do restaurant quality, but from a food truck, so we can pop up in a few more places. And the karaage chicken.
Which is absolutely delicious. To be fair, I could eat that all day. But
same here.
So would you say with that food truck, was it harder this or second or third time? I suppose actually with the Greek in terms of the setup, and you say probably more challenges with this one than
I think with the Deruma, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because of the size of the space, the requirements of the equipment, because it's a lot of equipment needed for such a small menu.
Yeah.
And the prep it takes, and generally, I think it takes us about a day to prepare for one pop-up with Deruma. But it's very rewarding. Again, like we pop up twice a month since February. That makes about 6-7 pop-ups in total. But we already have regulars, like people who come every time we pop up to have a ramen. So to me, that makes it all worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you find the similar regulars that you get to the Papa's Locust truck, or are they a whole different type of regular that you're getting a customer?
Well, given that Deruma also only appears at one location currently, so the subset of the customers is quite small, but we do have some that are Papa's Locust customers and have tried to taste Deruma, and they have become regulars as well. Only a few, I would say. Yeah.
Is it Thirsty Cambridge where you're currently pitching up twice?
Yes.
So we'll cover where you're located a bit more, but
when we post out the recording, we'll plug that so folks can come and find it, come and taste it, because like I said, we were lucky enough to come and try it, and it was it's delicious.
I'm so glad you liked it.
But you also
also it was a soft launch, like lots of things went wrong.
Well, hid it very well.
We couldn't tell, so that's the important bit.
It was that whole swan effect you had going on there, because we had no idea. It was delicious.
Deruma is very special to us. It's a concept that is a bit controversial in terms of the branding. It is a little bit. It's a labor of love. It's something that we make because we love it and we want to do it that specific way. Sometimes I say the non-very popular phrase that we didn't make Deruma to make money. Yeah, we made Deruma because we love what it produces. Yeah. It's not the one that we expect to sustain us.
Yeah. And obviously, from looking kind of you following.
That doesn't mean don't come.
from following your kind of social media pages and your activity through those things, again, they've both got very different types of styles of marketing. Yeah. Is whose idea or who's responsible for that at the moment? Is that you, or is that?
I do anything that has to do Papa's Locas. Yeah. So I'm the funky, playful, sassy thing that Papa's Locas does. Deruma is more of Nick's work. Okay. I pitch in, but I think it was his idea to take it that way.
Yeah, it's very cool. You wouldn't know you were the same people. You look at the way they're both run, but it's
really, it's right. It's right for the brands, though, isn't it? That's it. As in, you've got those very distinctive.
Yes.
Yeah. And how important is social media for the business? Is it? Do you find that a really important tool for you?
Food trucks, I think it's the number one tool that you can use to get people to notice you and find you. Like people can't find you unless you tell them where you are. And especially when you don't have regular pitches, like you don't pitch up at the same location every Thursday or every Friday of the week. How are people supposed to know where to find you or to see what you've done? So to us, social media is a way to let people know, inform them of what we are, where we are, inform them of any new specials on the menu, inform them of any events we're doing, because people might want to hire you, but they're not sure if you're doing a specific type of event, for example. And also it builds confidence with customers, right? If they see what you're doing. And also it's a great way for, shouting out for all your collaborators, the traders you trade with, the good things that happen, the ridiculous things sometimes that happen as well. It's a way of communicating with your customers because you don't always see them. You see them once a month because we pitch up at a different location every day, every working day. So we only see our customers basically once a month with Papa's Locas. It's fun also, to share the stories from the different locations so they can see what you're up to and all of that.
And you kind of feel like you built a bit of a community around Papa's Locas with regular customers. What are kind of, you got any kind of funny stories about some customers you've had or anything that's kind of goes along with that?
I've got lots of stories about customers.
What can you tell?
I was going to say ones that we can put on, we can record.
I think once someone came to the van and they asked if we had a microwave oven. Normally people do that if they want to warm up like the baby's milk or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nick said, no, but I've got the bain-marie, can I help you? And he said no because he was holding, a ready meal from Tesco's that he wanted to...
Oh my God.
us to warm up for them.
No.
Yeah.
What on earth did you say? That you could say politely out loud.
You could say, you I don't remember what Nick said, but it was something to the effect of no.
No.
He can
There's an answer you had in your mind that you're like, we can't say that out loud to a customer, but my goodness.
That's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm not even counting the countless times where people have come to us and said, do you do pizza? Do you do hot dogs? I'm like, where have you seen well, they can see a dog. Let's say that's justified because the dog is our logo, right? But pizzas, people don't read menus these days. I think that's...
No, I think they just see a truck and assume if they ask for it, you'll just make it for them.
Oh, definitely.
And do you find with your kind of regular customer base that you've got that some of them kind of follow you around? So and obviously you said you work in different locations throughout the months.
We had people come from Nottingham.
Wow.
Gosh.
Yeah. They do follow us around and it's great. And because also social media is a little bit erratic as to when it shows your followers, where you pop up. I've started since January writing a newsletter which lands into their inboxes to let them know of any, fun stuff and also locations of the week and all of that. Because I was getting lots of customers that people are not on social media, some of them. And also they don't see our posts until quite late. Yeah. So I'm slowly transitioning, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a never-ending battle, that trying to master the social media algorithms. We struggle with it here sometimes. Just like you said, it's one thing to post regularly and do what everyone tells you to do with regards to marketing campaigns, but the other thing is to actually get it timed right, that it does hit the eyes when things are happening. Because a number of times you post something going, great, we're at this location today, we'll see you at 7:00 or something, and then people aren't seeing it until the next day.
Exactly.
And it's useless. And we've had that with events here. We've tried the whole way. It's just trying to get that time right. I mean, you're more of an expert than I am at this.
But I don't know about
that. It seems to be the marketing is an ongoing struggle, I think, for everybody, just trying to get these algorithms.
And especially as you change locations or you build new events, that's never going to end, is it?
No, exactly.
So you kind of need to start owning somehow. Juggle.
There's always something to do.
Well, we'll touch on this a little bit at the end, but just very quickly on the newsletter. If anyone heard that and thought, "Oh, I'd like to sign up," how do they sign up to it?
Oh, we've got plenty of links on our social media, in our bio, on our website, multiple places I've plugged in there, the newsletter sign up. And even if they go in an order, they get a nice pop-up to say, do you want to sign up to the newsletter?
Lovely. Okay, there we go.
And I post, and we don't spam people. I only post every Monday.
Yeah.
Because I try to keep it as I would want to receive it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
So, this is kind of changing gear again.
Okay.
You've now on your third food truck, and you've been doing it for many years now. What would be kind of three key pieces of advice you would give to someone who is looking to open or start their own food truck at the moment in today's kind of climate with regards to that?
I would say the first thing would be something everybody says. First, you secure a page, then you get a food truck.
Okay.
Oh,
First, you
okay.
know, like where you're going to trade and who your customers are, and then you build a food truck. It's okay to have a passion, but you don't have a business plan behind it. There's not much, or you will spend like lots of time and effort, and it will take you twice as long to get what you want, where you want to go. I wouldn't say have a 5-year plan or whatever. You can't, and you don't need to. You need to work in the industry to see where it takes you and what you're comfortable with and what fits your life, and life changes, and something that fits your life today might not fit your life tomorrow. But you need to have a passion, because it's relentless, it's never ending, it's highly rewarding, but it's a lot of hard work. And if you're not passionate about it, you will very quickly burn out. And then the third and even more important, I think, is you need to make sure that you're offering something different and respect your colleagues. So do something that gives back to the industry in a way. Is it a different food? Can you do something like better than anyone else? Go ahead by all means and do it, but don't, respect the other traders when you're at an event. Don't undercut them. Don't hog locations and cancelling last minute so no one else can trade. Like, I'm just saying, like, everyday things that happen. So yeah, I think those 3 things. You need to make sure you know what you're doing, have a passion for it, and then have respect for your business and the others.
That's some great advice. I think just with the first one as well, I think just that element of saying you need to know where you're going to be first, because naturally, I don't know, having known very little from that side of things, naturally you would think, I need to get the truck sorted, I need to get all of that side of things sorted
but you
first.
still need to have an idea.
Absolutely.
Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have something in mind? Just because you see food trucks in an area working doesn't mean they're not struggling.
Yeah.
I had someone come to me the other day, like a site manager, and said, food trucks are thriving. Can you see how many there are? I'm like, are you aware of how much costs have risen?
Yeah.
And just because you see us pitching and working doesn't mean we are not struggling. I'm not saying we are, but many of us are.
Absolutely.
And have you found that sourcing pitches is becoming more difficult because there are more food trucks available from outside of Cambridgeshire as well that are kind of coming in? Has it become a bit more competitive for those spots, or do you find that a lot of them have got a loyal venue that they know they'll be quite secure with, for, like you said, for this year or for this season?
Yeah, that's a tough question, because I don't think anyone is loyal to anyone at the end of the day. I think everyone is looking at their business and what works for their business. So even though you try to build relationships with venue managers, doesn't mean that guarantees you a location to pitch from.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame trucks coming from other counties, because we may as well go to other counties and pitch up, right? But also there is a tendency now, for example, for restaurants to build their own trucks. That has kind of shrunk the market for independent food trucks like a lot more. Not that they are not independent. They may be independent businesses, but they have a restaurant to back them up.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So yeah, it has been, it is more difficult these days. Everyone is struggling financially, which means venue managers now ask for higher pitch fees, which shrinks the profits of a food truck even more.
On top of your
it's a lot worse with
materials
festivals. It's a lot worse with festivals. The fees are like outrageous. For our business, we are choosing where we appear, and we are choosing like which venues to support by popping up there. Yeah.
Cool. And just speaking of festivals, on a more positive note, the British Street Food Awards. Yeah. Talk to us about that.
Yeah. So yeah. We applied for the British Street Food Awards because I had my eye on them again for a few years, but I didn't think we were ready to do that. So I applied this year for the first time, and we got accepted. They said among like 3,000 applicants or something. Not just us, obviously. They do 4 or 5 regional heats where about 14 trucks compete, 10 to 14 trucks in each set of heats, and then they go to the final of the UK, and the winner goes to the final in Europe, in Germany this year.
Oh, wow.
We did that, and the regional heats that we participated in were in Portsmouth last weekend. We were there from the Friday until the Monday in the heat wave. So it's like a food festival. So you pitch up there. It's amazingly organized. I mean, I have to say, we've done lots of big festivals, smaller festivals, and the level of detail and attention to the traders, especially in the middle of the heat wave, and the logistics, like everything was so smoothly organized.
Oh, wow.
It helped so much. So it's a food festival. It's free entry. People coming, they get a vote as they come in, and they go around, they buy food, they vote for their favorite food trucks. And then at the end of the 4-day extravaganza, there is a People's Choice winner and a Judge's Choice winner. There were 3 judges that who we presented like 2 dishes to. Yeah. Famous bloggers regional restaurateurs. We didn't win, but that's okay.
Yes, it sounds like an incredible experience, and to get that far is brilliant in itself. So
it was amazing. It was a long shot for us anyway, but it was amazing traders all around. I have to say this, like I sampled top-notch food throughout the entire 4-day event, and not just me, Nick as well. We met incredible traders. Everyone I know were there like to sell and to win and to do better than anyone else, but at the same time you can feel the vibe. That the vibe was one of like very collegial, very very helping out one another, like whatever you needed. And us helping others as well. So it was really, really great. We met incredible traders, and when you suffer the heat wave as well, alongside other traders, that builds a bond.
Yeah,
I've got new best friends. It was amazing. There was music. There was like amazing weather. We had the nice sea breeze of Portsmouth as well. So it all went great. The organizers was amazing. The customers were amazing, because also with poutine, what happens is we get noticed from far away, and everyone is so grateful to see us every time, because they can't get good poutine. They can't get poutine in the UK. So when we pop up, we get these customers that are so happy to finally find.
I was going to say, surely you were the only poutine truck there.
Yes,
Cool.
yes. There was an array of cuisines. We were the only poutine truck.
Wow.
And as I said, we're only 4 or 5 in the UK.
Yeah. No, it sounds like an incredible experience though.
It was
I'm
great.
sure the atmosphere was fantastic.
Yeah,
so.
we were exhausted, but it was so worth it. I would do it again, not in an instant. Maybe in a few months.
Maybe a ramen entrant next year. Or
Ramen in a heat wave.
You could try them both side by side to really push your ability.
Yeah,
that could work. I don't know where Nick would be.
So obviously, with that kind of looking ahead now, what's next on the horizon for you guys? What's coming? Obviously, we're entering the summertime now, so I imagine you're very busy. Any particular events or things that are worth noting?
June is our busiest month. We've got lots of corporates. We've got the Haddon and Beer Festival that we do every year, which we love. It's one of our favorite events. We do a few Mabels this year. We're doing early July, the Botanic Gardens in Cambridge. What else are we doing? We always go at least once a year to Crazy Horse, the motorcycle dealer in Bury. and we pitch up there in their crazy horse nights, which are great. So we're doing like a few things like that. There are events all around. So that's what June, I think, looks like. And then obviously we've got Ely Arts Festival, of course, our 4th year, I think. We're there every year and we love it.
I think we'll be at that as well, won't we, this year?
Yeah.
So, we'll
Yeah.
definitely come and say hello.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Don't
Well, come, absolutely. And then, looking ahead to July, we've got plenty of events that we usually do events like year on year, like because we have regular clients, the regular customers there, and they want us back, and we're happy to be back. We're happy to support, local efforts. So, looking forward to, I think, Ely Arts Fest in June and then Ely Pride in August.
Ah, good.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, we're now going over to your favourite round, Catherine.
Oh,
your quick fire.
The quick fire,
round.
which never is actually a quick fire,
Okay.
but we try and do it, and it never is actually. We'll try and be quick this time. So first of all, best street food you've ever had?
Best street food
Other
ever.
than your own poutine and ramen.
You know what? I have been thinking about something like that, and I think the best street food I ever had was last week at the British Street Food Awards. Next to us, we had Fat Boy. They do dim sum and ramen, and they had some amazing dim sum that I had from them.
Oh gosh! Now I really am hungry now. Okay.
That will be my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is, on a similar note, what's your go-to comfort meal when you're at home, you're not feeling well, you're tired or something? What's the one thing that you know you're going to have that's going to make you feel better?
That's not going to sound very comforting, but I am a meat eater and meat lover. So if my comfort food is always steak. I'm sorry, it doesn't sound very.
No. What's your favourite cut and how do you have it cooked?
Oh, well, I have my meat rare.
It's good answer.
And the thicker the cut, the better it is. Like I love a good sirloin if it's like thickly cut because it needs to have a little bit of marbling.
Yeah.
And are you a sauce or just are you a sauce person or lightly seasoned?
No, I'm just seasoned with a little bit of lemon, and I'm okay.
Perfect.
That's all I want.
That's the perfect answer, to be fair. So,
James approves.
Yeah.
No, I like that though. Especially no sauce. That's interesting. So
It's the Greek way, grilling in Greece is like massively like grill lots of things on the spit or on the grill, and then you just have it with a nice Greek salad and just lemon, and that's it. I can skip the salad, I'm fine. But if I have it ready,
get
that's
the
fine.
protein, that's the important
Yeah,
bit.
but
so.
steak is my thing. Yeah.
Okay, so then thinking about service, so an early start or a late night service, what do you prefer?
What do I prefer? I prefer early starts. Nick definitely prefers late nights. I'm an early bird.
Again, very similar. One ingredient you can't live without.
Feta cheese.
Straight in
Oh,
there.
that was
Not even.
no hesitation.
I can't live without it. Honestly, right now, if you opened my fridge, you'd find at least 2 kilos of feta cheese in.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
I know not everybody likes it.
Oh, no.
But I
No,
think
it's
it's like in our blood or something. That
Any cheese is good cheese, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're with you on that one.
you can't beat a nice like block of salty and firm feta cheese.
Yeah. Right, and last question.
Okay.
Dream event to trade at?
Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to do the big events that everybody says, like Glasgow and like Boomtown or whatever.
Yeah.
The only event I would love to do, just because I would love to go, would be something like Download. Because that's the kind of music we listen to. So I think I would enjoy the vibe.
Yeah. And just the kind of people and
Yeah.
just be really good vibes.
It feels like it's your people, because you share already some interests.
Yeah.
But given the logistics at big festivals, I don't think I don't think we would manage. Well, we would manage, but like it's not the easiest thing. I really admire people who are able to set up and manage such long shifts in weather conditions that can be whatever.
Very adverse.
Rain one day. Yeah,
30 degrees the next.
30 degrees the next. And also the crowds can be lovely, but at festivals they can also be already, a bit hard to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I would want to, but I never say never because, something like that will come up and
You got to try it once, haven't you?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Canada Day Canada Day in London a few years ago, which was like, we were the main poutine truck for Canada Day in 2024. That was amazing. I would do that all over again if I could choose just one.
Yeah.
And especially, if you've done an event, you know what it's like. So second time is always easier.
Yeah.
You can plan better. Amazing. I'm the planner.
Well, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Really loved it. It's been great. It's made us both very hungry.
Yeah, it has.
We really should stop doing these things at the end of the day. So we're now going to go and find some food that won't be half as delicious as the stuff you do, but we'll make it work.
Yeah, sorry.
For everyone
I
out
can't bring
there,
you poutine, unfortunately.
we were discussing how is there a way she could bring some with her.
Yeah.
For those who don't already, where can we find you online? Where have you got coming up kind of in June that we could maybe pop in and see you? Where are the big ones and what's your kind of social media handles?
Yes, so both of our social media handles, Facebook and Instagram, are Papa's Locas UK. No spaces, no weird symbols. We don't do TikTok, sorry, but not sorry. Our website is www.papaslocas.co.uk. Very straightforward.
Yeah.
And then we have some regular pitches where you can find us. Like we do Thirsty once a month, Thirsty Cambridge, every first Thursday of the month. I managed it. We do Trumpington Meadows, I think last Wednesday of the month. And we're doing the Bank in Willingham. These are the regular pitches. We're there every month, without fail.
Perfect.
We're doing Rose and Crown in Houston for a couple more months. And then there are different pitches that we do. Water Beach as well, the new development. And then you would just have to go into our socials, sign up to the newsletter so you know every week where we are. And you can order straight from the newsletter as well if you want. The plow interpreter. Oh God, I'm forgetting people. I feel like I'm giving an acceptance speech. Yeah. Sorry if I've forgotten about you.
And of course you'll be, like you touched earlier, you'll be at Ely Arts Festival and Pride Ely over the summer. So great.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, we'll put some links in on the bio as well, how to get hold of you and how to find you. But no, again, thank you so much for having you on.
Thank you for having me. It was so nice.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.